Welcome back. He's a self-described music addict, a beer lover, and an all-around nice guy, and there's no doubt about that. He's conquering the music scene, and he's here with us today. Welcome to the show, Droze.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Droze. All right,
Hi.
so first, congratulations are in order. You are on the Billboard Top 100 for dance music.
Thank you.
Tell us about that.
So my first Billboard campaign, we debuted at like something ridiculous. It was like 94, and I was like, "Hey,
That's still good.
we made 100.
That's still
We
good.
made 100." And I'm traveling for the album and promoting. I land in Vegas. My manager calls me. He's like, "Are you sitting?" And I'm like, "No, I'm getting ready for a pool party. I'm in Vegas." And he's like, "Well, you're number 27 on the charts, and this is our last week, so you're officially number 27."
You made it, boo. You made it.
I'm like, the album hasn't even been out for 2 years, and I'm top 30 on Billboard. I can't. Like,
That is incredible. You literally can't even right now.
I just, I screamed so loud that I was in the room with some of my best friends at the time, and they came like bloody murder. They were like, "What is going on?" And I was a hot mess. I cried like.
Yeah, can you reenact that right now?
No.
Drinks are on him after
no,
that.
absolutely not.
So this is pretty incredible because, as you said, your album's less than 2 years old. Even your music career, as far as being a singer, is pretty early on, right?
Yeah, I think professionally, really early. It's only been 2 years. I mean, when you go from just singing random karaoke and then 6 months later you're laying down an album in Jersey with some of the producers that you grew up listening to, it's
You're
still
giving
surreal.
people out there major hope, like those of us that sing in the shower, sing in our cars, sing karaoke. We're like, maybe one day I can be on Billboard too.
Well, I mean, that's how I started.
So that is how you started. This is an amazing story. You're always been into music. You went to karaoke.
So,
you
yeah,
sang a little in karaoke.
My manager my manager now, at the time he was my best friend, he drags me out to karaoke at a bar that's not even open anymore. I'm sick, and he's like, "Well, you're going to sing because Meryl Epps is here, and, she's, a gospel legend." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure.
No pressure.
I'm going to ignore the fever, and I'm just going to sing." And I sang Tyrone that day, and Sneaky Michael, he went and stripped the vocal from the performance.
That is amazing.
Put it on SoundCloud, and then I think when we first, it's still on SoundCloud now, when we passed like I think 40 or 50 replays,
Wow.
He had me in the studio 2 weeks later.
Okay, and now let's talk about your album. What's the current journey been like with your album? It's called The Droze Project.
Droze Project is funny. We didn't have a title for it, so they kept referring to it in the studio as The Droze Project. Like, okay, we're going to switch gears and head to The Droze Project now. And it was just like, okay, fine, The Droze Project. But working from, like, because the recording studio's in New York and I'm in Miami, you're in, like, two powerhouses for music. So when I'm in New York, I've been at the SLS, at Laban, I just did a Jersey City Pride, and then in Miami, this week being Miami Beach Gay Pride, I'm on a float. I'm at our house in Wynwood.
Oh, just casual.
Like it's been kind of surreal because your calendar goes from like nothing
So now you're on a float all of a sudden.
Nothing, and then suddenly this will be my first float.
That's incredible, and I want to ask you about that. So how is it important it is to you to be recognized as an LGBTQ artist?
This is a funny question because it comes up a lot. I don't necessarily see myself as a gay artist. I'm an artist who happens to be gay. Music for me doesn't really have a gender. If it speaks to you, then it speaks to you. And I think the label was more concerned with putting me out there as an LGBT artist because my very first single was the old Groove Theory song, "Tell Me If You Want Me To." That was my first
That's not
track.
how I sound when I sing.
But I kept all the pronouns, so it's all he and babe and he, and then it kind of snowballed, and it was like, oh, okay, so now I'm a gay artist. I feel in certain ways it's freeing because I don't have to hide.
Sure, absolutely.
There's none of that. There's no someone behind the stage hooking me up with a girlfriend.
Just your friends. Wait, so you've got a new single out right now.
Yeah.
Carry On.
Carry On.
And tell me about that quickly. I know I'm gonna try and see if we can get you to perform it, but
let's see. Carry On was originally written for about loss, and then it became so much else with what's going on in the country. Carry On is really about not keeping calm and carry on, but carry on against whatever's repressing you, whatever's oppressing you, whatever trouble it is, whether it's bad winged eyeliner for the day, like, just carry on. Like, you've got to keep doing you.
You can do it.
You've got to keep doing you. And if 2018 and 2017 has shown us nothing, is that without your strive to carry on, you're gonna get rolled over.
It's a perfect song. It's a perfect song for today.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's technically not released yet, but if you go on my SoundCloud for all of Miami Beach Gay Pride Week,
and do you write your own music?
I write my own music.
Wow.
I write my own music. So there's always like 5 people in the studio with you, like, oh, throw this word in there, throw that word in there.
Before we say goodbye, where can people find out more about you if they want to listen to your music and whatnot and get the CD?
iTunes, SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook. It's Charlie Droze, or just look up Droze, Droze, on iTunes, and you've got all the links.
Okay, last question. Are you going to stick around and perform for us here?
Wow.
Yes, you have to. I've already asked it live on air, so you have to.
Here we go.
All right, we'll be right back. Thanks, Droze.